Hello, YouTube, America, whomever. Um, this video is for entertainment purposes. Anyway, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I've had some run-ins with the law. Lots, actually. I've got it where now I can't even, don't have a license. Hadn't had one in over 6 years. So I got tired of it. I started doing some research, and I found a guy named Nomino Cyrus and Art Rick W. It was all about child support. Let me tell you, there ain't nothing in child support that's constitutional. Nothing. Now, I'm not saying that it's not needed for certain cases. In some cases, I'm sure it's needed, but, there's probably an injury in fact and proof of fault for that to be necessary. In my case, though, there ain't never been an injury in fact. There ain't never been no proof of fault. Hell, my ex-wife wasn't even in the damn courthouse during the divorce when the judge or hearing officer, fraud is what he was, decided to force the contract on me by threatening me, a truck driver at the time, that I would lose my license and quite possibly go to prison or jail. Same difference. If I didn't sign the contract. Well, I signed it like a dumbass. I went on and hell, that was 2002. It's 2019 now, 17 years. I've paid almost $90,000 in child support to raise 2 kids. Anyway, I got fed up with it. I started doing some research. I had a business of my own in 2009 when the economy crashed in Birmingham. I lost my business. I lost my house, lost everything. Well, then I went back to college. I thought I was going to try something else, a different approach. And during college, they decided, well, I wasn't making payments. They were going to suspend my license. And, I fought it, but I didn't know anything. And I lost. And they just took my license and, I wasn't a hazard on the road or anything, which is what the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles was created for, to make sure people are safe on the highways. Nah, it didn't have nothing to do with that. It all had to do about the state wanting money. I did my research. I looked it all up. You'd be amazed at things I found, but first off, they never had standing. That's one of the most important things you can find out about this law. Because without standing, they have no jurisdiction. Jurisdiction simply means the authority to hear the subject matter. Well, you got to have standing. Standing means it's the right of one person to challenge the actions of another. Well, in order to have standing, you must have an injury in fact, and there must be some kind of proof of fault. You'd be amazed at how long it took to find this information, but this is the way it is. That's what nature and cause is all about in the Constitution. Without the nature and cause, you don't have a warrant, or there's nothing that warrants the action taken against somebody. So they're taking action without warrant, without nature, without cause, and therefore they're not providing us with due process. Due means owed. That means it's owed to the people. In order for the people to consent to government at the founding of this country, the government decided to write in the word just powers. Just means right and in accordance with the law. That's why, the Sixth Amendment is supremacy clause. The Constitution, the common law, is the supreme law of the land. The These people sit there and they talk about due process as nothing but a notification that there's a hearing and you get a chance to be heard. Well, that's a lie. That's if you're a victim of a crime. And what they're doing is telling you this so that you'll go into their courts that they have no authority to do anything in anyway. And 9 times out of 10, it's not even a judge sitting there. It's a damn lawyer. But anyway, and he's paid by the Department of Child Support Enforcement. That's like me telling you got to pay me money. Not only that, there's false personation. I mean, look it up. It's all in Title 42. They falsely personify the child and the mother. Once the mother assigns her rights, they create a false person. And then they bring her in there on the name of a ticket, along with the state of Florida, and the child or whatever saying you owe for the child, but the child is the state. Your money's not going to them. I mean, it might get to them eventually, but it's only after it's put into a damn fractional reserve trust fund, and sometimes numerous. They take and put it in these fractional reserve trust funds. Like hell, here in my state, it's considered a 25% hold. They multiply it times 3. So if you pay $300, hell, that's $1,200. $900 they just made, which they turn around and probably put into another damn trust fund so that they can multiply that. I don't know how they do it. All I know is it's a fractional reserve trust fund. I found all the evidence of that. It's all just a fraud. It's legal plunder. Read the book, Frederick Bassett's The Law, and you'd understand that what they're doing is just ripping people off. They don't care about your kids. They don't care about you. Your right to the pursuit of happiness. Hell, pursuit means travel. You can't travel without a damn license in this country anymore unless you just want to go to court all the time. But then again, they don't have any authority in the court. First thing you should do is turn around and say, I refuse the benefit of this hearing. I want a trial by jury, and I demand to see all proof, material evidence showing that an injury in fact has occurred and that proof of fault. All material evidence, all concrete and particularized evidence of proof of fault. Proof that my conduct caused the fault of this so-called injury. It's all a fraud. I'm here to tell you. They get you in the contract through fraud by omission. I mean, you can just sit there and start reading the law. Look it up. Every element is there. Every element of human trafficking is in the child support law. Every element. And you know, just do some research. Don't pay these people. Don't go into their traffic courts. Don't go into their child support courts. Deny the benefit. You don't need it. We got the Constitution. We got the Bill of Rights. Hell, and everybody's talking about Donald Trump's going to make the country great again. Shit. What has he done to make it great? Oh, he boosted the economy. Has he gotten rid of any of the fraudulent laws? No. He ain't done nothing. Trey Gowdy talking about I'm Mr. Prosecutor. Well, you're prosecuting a fraud. They're throwing people in jail left and right so they can make money off of them. It's all a fraud. Every bit of it's a fraud. I sit there and I talk to people about it, and every time I talk to anybody about it, they look at me like I'm crazy. I've read the law. I know. I understand it. It took me probably 2 years to go through and start understanding what is actually being said in the law. Just researching every single word, because it's legalese. None of it means what you think it does. And everything that they're doing in there, they know it's illegal. I sent them a demand for a judicial review. This was in October of 2018. Here it is, January 2019. I ain't heard nothing. Now, you only got 20 days to respond. That's the law. 20 days. I ain't heard a word. In fact, they just quit sending me anything and everything. They ain't done nothing. Now I'm fixing to file a motion. I want a hearing. I want them to void this crap. I doubt I'll get anywhere with that. I'm going to wind up having to sue them in federal court. But they've made sure that I'm so broke and I can't get a job, can't get a license, can't get nothing, that, you know, hell, it's all uphill. Every bit of it. Welcome to the United States of America.